Xin chào, Yongji. Tên tôi là Danny Mejía và tôi đến từ Puerto Rico. And I'm your Mr. World 2024. Ooh, that's hard. But I think Bugs Bunny. My first dream job was to be a firefighter. Yeah, I have a list in my phone, but I would help my family with their different jobs that they have and help get them, set them up for success. It would be my dog. I love him so much and I'd love to experience like life from his perspective. I would say hunger. I think nobody should go hungry in the world, ever. I would, I mean, I'm in Vietnam, I'm far from my family, but ideally I would do everything in my power to go and hug them, embrace them, and spend the last moment with them. It would be to talk to animals. I really wish I could communicate with animals, and I think that I could help improve the world if I could communicate with all different species of animals. Oh, every time I talk, I say a lot in English. So that's one habit that I need to work on, and I've been trying every now and then. I think my blisters on my hands. I'm very athletic and I do a lot of CrossFit. So I have a lot of calluses that when I shake people's hands, I bet you they feel a little rough, but I wish I could have soft hands, but also still be strong so I can do pull-ups and everything that I do in CrossFit. Yes, I agree with what you're saying. I agree that female beauty pageants have a lot more traction, a lot more attention. But I think that there's a potential to change that. I think that we can bring more attention to the male pageant world as well. But we need to break some of the stereotypes behind it. We need to make sure that we are understanding the purpose behind these pageants. It's not just about beauty and looking good. It's about having a purpose behind that and backing it up and making sure we're serving the world. My view is that everyone should be able to participate despite their sexual orientation. I think that it's very important that these pageants are open, especially if it's a male pageant, then any male can come and participate. I don't think that that should be in question or a problem at all. I'm sure you guys have heard some famous songs from Puerto Rico. It's a small island, but it's very well known worldwide because we have a lot of music that has made it on the global stage. And it's a very competitive market. I think that the genres that I want to explore too, they're not as popular in Puerto Rico. So there are a couple of barriers that have kind of been in my way to explore music in Puerto Rico. However, I really think that it's a good thing to come from such a competitive market because it means that you have to fight hard, but the reward is even bigger when you make it. Fame level, very low. I would say very, very low. Before Mr. World, my social media was almost non-existent. I barely was posting, barely working there, and I never really worried about fame at all. And even to this day, it's not something I think about a lot. Well, the thing is, I actually don't work as a singer right now. I actually work as a loan originator, so I help people finance houses. As a singer, it's mostly been a hobby and a side job. I have had times in my life where I took it as a serious career, but in these recent years, it's mostly just been something I've been doing on the side. So not much income there. But we're gonna change that with this title. We're definitely gonna change that and we're gonna revisit my music, of course. I've never been in Asia, never been in Vietnam. The warmth of the people. I always say it. The moment I got down from my plane, I felt welcomed. I felt like I was being taken care of. I felt safe. And I think that those are very important things when you're visiting a new country. It's that the people, they care about you and they're there for you and they make you feel secure. So I think that's the most impressionable first thing that I saw when coming to Vietnam. Apart from that, one big thing is Ho Chi Minh is very densely populated. Lots of people living here, lots of life. The streets are bursting with energy, lots of motorbikes. So, it's very fun and hectic city for someone like me that comes from an island of just 3.2 million people. So it's very impressionable for me. I don't have a license to drive a motorcycle. I've been on them, but I've never driven one before myself. But if I lived in Vietnam, and maybe next time I come back, we can go on one. How does that sound? I think they're very gorgeous. I think, and even more than physical beauty, I think that what's most impressive is just how kind and generous they are. And there isn't one moment where I don't feel like I'm being taken care of, you know? And it's just very good experience to have when you come to a different country, is to see how strong the women are, how beautiful they are, and just how welcoming and all of that, yeah. But I'm gonna rank them. I'm gonna say my top is banh mi, just because it's so accessible and it's street food. Then pho, then a spring roll. Just a Vietnamese spring roll is good. Come on, tạm biệt những gì.